Good morning, good afternoon, good evening everybody. Welcome back to another video. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today we are going to take a look at this beautiful BMW Z3. So enjoy. Now today we're going to cover what it's like to drive one of these BMW Z3s. Greg and I have owned this for a short amount of time now, and this is a really special one indeed. So let me just give you a brief overview of the car. So this is a 1998 on an R, one owner BMW Z3 2.8 wide body. So really special. They only made the wide body for a couple of years, and I think when they moved into the phase 2, the facelift one, they weren't the same. This is the original wide body car on which they only put it on this, the 2.8 and the ZM Roadster. So a really special car indeed. So it carries the 2.8 6-cylinder engine, 190 odd horsepower, 5-speed manual gearbox. This car has only done 63,000 miles from new. One owner, 63,000 miles. It's 1998, it's crazy. What a lovely example. We're really lucky to have this car, but like them all, we can keep them. So today I'm just going to give you my thoughts on the car, and yeah, hopefully you find it interesting. So I think the first place to start with anything is on the outside. So this car is finished in Atlanta blue, which is a really rare colour. It's a really nice colour actually, and for those keen-eyed James Bond aficionados, you might notice it was the one that Pierce Brosnan had in, I cannot remember the film, so I'm not even going to embarrass myself. Maybe I'll pull it up on the screen, I can't remember which film. But the colour's stunning. It's got the star spoke wheels on it, the wider, bigger dish on the rear. Really just sort of finishes this car off. When we bought it, it actually had a smaller set of wheels, so we put this set on, and I think it just finishes the look of this car off really well. But look at it, the wide body, it does just look so nice. Every single profile, the long bonnet, the big fat rear end, it's just a great looking car, this thing, a timeless shape. And I think now these cars really are about to turn into appreciating classics, or soon to be, certainly. Inside the car, it's absolutely everything that you need. It's a really nice finish inside actually. The lovely 3-spoke steering wheel, it's a lovely thing to hold on to. The dials look awesome, really nice traditional BMW dials with the chrome exterior there. Just a really nice finish. And the center console, yeah, there's not too much to talk about, but what do you need to talk about? What do you need in a 2-seater 6-cylinder sports car? Not a lot really. Air conditioning, who's going to use that? Radio, who's going to use that? It's got heaters, if and when you need them. That's about it really. So what? The fun's on, well, the fun's in the experience, but the fun happens from what comes under that bonnet. This 6-cylinder 2.8 mated with this 5-speed box with a limited slip diff, just gives an awesome driving experience, and will unleash it on some nicer roads in a minute once we've got through this sort of countryside undulation. But even driving it day to day, I mean in 5th gear now, 40 miles an hour, the car's happy as Larry. It's just absolutely cruising, it's chilling, so easy. And the driving position's really quite nice. I could do with moving my seat back a little bit, which I will. So I've done that, now I'm super comfy. It's actually a really nice comfy car. It doesn't feel cramped, you don't feel overly enclosed, you don't feel like, you know, you're about to fall into the engine bay. It's really nice, and with the roof up, it's not bad either, genuinely not bad at all. So quite a usable car this to do some miles in, absolutely. Right, now this is the part that I was looking forward to. So we're about to get onto a national speed limit zone now, so let's see what this thing's all about. Back end nice and light there. Oh, the noise from these old 6-cylinders is like nothing else. It's so raw and raspy, and the power delivery on this thing's awesome, because it doesn't weigh much, does it? It really gets up and goes, this thing, and then you drop the clutch a little bit quick or hang on the accelerator a bit quick with the wheel turn, and that back end, she's going to slide round nicely, but it feels awesomely controllable, the car. it's true what they say, you know, they don't make them like they used to, and they absolutely don't. Everything about this car just feels right. BMW have done such a good job. I love BMWs of this ilk. I love cars of this ilk in general, but BMW put together a really, really good car. Everything feels tight and buttoned down, and it's at that era where there's not too much going on whereby it can confuse you, or you can't have a dabble yourself. You know, these cars are still very, very analog and mechanical. You know, we've done some work on this car ourselves. It genuinely isn't an oversight to think that you could. There's a few common things with these cars, such as I think the rocker covers are notorious for leaking. The seats, the electric seats, if you've got electric seats in these, they are typically known for failing. The motors and the bushes on the seat rail, but they're DIY jobs, they really, really are. And that's what I love about cars of this era. And what it translates to, that side of things, is when you're driving the car, it just feels much more unaided and mechanical and raw. You actually get to feel what the car's feeling. I know it sounds silly, but it's true. It's such a driver's car. Now I'm sat in this car trying to think of what its competition would be. In 1998, what would be the BMW Z3 2.8's competition? In 1998, mind. So S2000s were later on, TTs were later on, MX-5s didn't pack the punch. Mercedes SLK, yeah, probably. That is probably what you would compare it to, I guess. But let me tell you, from having had an SLK 230, to which I'll put the link in the description, it's a completely different experience. This is the fun car. The SLK is much more of a cruiser, and the manual gearbox in the SLK is nothing like this. This is a really direct box, really talkative box. It just doesn't have the bite that this car's got. It's much more built for cruising. This is, if, don't get me wrong, you can cruise in this, and it's easy enough to just do miles and soak up miles. I feel like it would do that easily, but when you want to have some fun and get engaged and get stuck in, this is hands down the better car. Hands down the better car. What a brilliant little car. I mean, look at it. It's so simple. It's all about the drive, and let me tell you, it's just so good. And you can actually enjoy these cars. You know, the traditional things with the BMW Z3 that you've got to look out for, apart from a couple of things I mentioned earlier, it's rust. It's old car syndrome. It's rust. They do suffer from that. We've treated a couple of areas on this car, but as long as you stay on top of it, one of the really standout things about the BMW is that you can still get parts off the shelf. You can still buy parts from BMW. It's really easy to find OE and replacement parts for this car, and BMWs in general, which is just such a positive for keeping these cars on the road, because that's what it's all about for us, having a little bit of fun, buying some, look after it a little bit, smoke it around for a little bit, and keep it on the road. Get it in a position where somebody can just keep on top of it, and that's what we've done with this one. And this deserves to be on the road for a long time. One owner, 63,000 miles. So I think before we get to the next bit of fun, which we'll try and do in a minute once we clear this car doing 38 and a 50, I think we'll go through the positives and negatives. So let's start with the positives then. I think the aesthetics are a big positive. The wide body one in particular is such a good looking car, and if you get it in the right combination with the right wheels and the right interior and the right colour, it's a stunner. The exterior of this car, the looks of it, massive positive. The interior, yeah, I like it because it's simplistic. I do like it. What do you expect in 1998? What else do you want? Massage seats? Apple CarPlay? Absolutely fucking not. The interior is fine. The seats are fine. They're comfortable. The steering wheel is awesome. It feels so good, and everything's where I need it. All the buttons, which of any I want to use ever, are in such an easy place. I just think the layout of the interior is awesome. It's brilliant. So that's a positive. The drive. The drive is incredible, this car. It feels so planted on the road, not like a traditional convertible. This is a two-seater sports car. It feels different. It feels like it was always made to be. It doesn't feel like, you know, a hatch job or is put together in someone's garage, or, you know, the back end's trying to move in a different direction to the front. It drives so straight and it feels solid. Not to mention that fire-breathing 6-cylinder up front. It is just such a pleasant power plant. Mated to this gearbox, the drive of this car is absolutely exceptional. Big plus. Oh, the noise! So it sings. She sings. Okay, let's go. Let's say a positive's the noise. That's definitely a positive. Parts availability, as I said before, massive positive. You can still get the majority of parts off the shelf from BMW or anywhere else. Massive positive. Reliability, big positive. They are put together really well. You can feel it. There's no expense spared under that bonnet. They're put together really, really well. Negatives then. Negatives. I'll be honest, that is a struggle. I think the thing is, cars are very subjective, aren't they? So some people might not like the look of it. I mean, well, I can't say anything negative about the drive or anything, so I'm really, really struggling to pick up a negative. I think the only negative I would say is the roof mechanism's a bit shite, but they're all the same. You have to help it down and make sure you push the rear window in so it doesn't fold underneath, but I mean, it's really not a big negative. I'm just looking around trying to find stuff. I think maybe the seats, they're comfy enough, but I think maybe a bit more of a buckety type thing, maybe a little bit more shape to the seats would have been preferred. Anything else? Anything else that's negative? Oh, I wish they'd put the crank sensor in a different place. How's that? Because we had to do a crankshaft sensor on this and it's in an absolute pig of a place. So I wish they'd done that differently. That was a negative. But otherwise, you know, I'm nitpicking. I'm struggling. This car is so full of positives. And let's talk about why you might buy one. So, look, it's not a commuter, is it? You're not going to use it to daily or probably track, I doubt. It's definitely got the engine for that. But you're going to buy this car as some weekend summer fun, aren't you? Realistically. That's what it's for. And we've got this car up for £6,995. I don't think there are many cars that match this for looks, engine, drivability, performance. For £6,995, you get a lot of car for the money. And it's going to look after you. It's built for that purpose. I think the residuals on these now are going to remain sensible, if not appreciate a little bit. And it's everything you could ever need to go out on a weekend blast on the country roads. It really, really is. The car comes alive on a twisty road, this thing. When you get that 6-cylinder singing about, get the limited slip depth working, if that's what you want to do. But get it pointing around and nipping about. It's just a lovely, lovely experience, this car. Really, really is. So easy to drive through town. We were in horrendous traffic there, just horrendous. Stop, start, you know, first, second, back to first, second. And it's not, I'll be honest, as much as I hate that type of driving, I absolutely hate it, but it's not overly laborious in this car any more so than it would be a normal car. It isn't nastily jerkily or anything like that. It's a really smooth car, really, really smooth. So, you know, it's some of those cars you've really got to want to get out and drive in case you don't get the experience you want or the level of traffic you want, because it just becomes laborious, you know. But this thing, I wouldn't worry if I had to spend a sensible amount of time commuting through towns and things like that to get to where you wanted to go. It's not hard to do that in this. One of the things you've definitely got to watch out for in these cars is you want to pack some sun cream, which I did not do, because my arm and my forehead is rather warm. Absolute oversight not packing any sun cream, but it's too late now. We'll just get the wind up and enjoy ourselves. This is what it's all about. Roof down, wind in your hair or not. country roads. What a wonderful experience in a car that was built for it. I can't think of anything better to spend my money on. If this is what I wanted, what else would I do with 6 odd grand? I don't know. That 6 grand will get you a one owner, 60,000 mile, 2.8 wide body Z3 that you can have for years and years. Right. Oh, listen to the 6-cylinder rolling. Oh. Awesome. I would never get bored of that. And they just don't make cars like this anymore, do they? With all the emissions regulations and stuff, they just all the noise and the rawness is just dumbed right down. Cars aren't exciting like this anymore, barely. And this is good usable fun and power, this car. You can actually use this car. You can get stuck and you can use all 190 horsepower of this thing. Whoop. I must say, I've really enjoyed myself in the Z3 today. It's just a shame we can't keep these cars, because this is one I definitely would keep. You struggle to replace this car, and I think it would be the one I would buy if I was looking for one, definitely. It's got the right engine, the right gearbox, the right body style. It is the one I would keep, definitely. But we can't. So anyway, on that saddish sort of note, I think I'll say goodbye. So I'll say thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please drop a like, it really helps the channel out. Leave your comments, let us know what you've got, what you think of the Z3, what you think an alternative purchase would be. Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. We've got loads more content coming up. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.